Hey guys, it's Max Power. Another review. This time I have the Neca E.T. almost life size. I think he's about almost 3 feet as far as in height. This is something I had to have. I was a kid when E.T. came out, so it was just one of those figures that I always enjoy. I even have a picture of myself with a t-shirt of E.T. And so when I heard that NECA was going to release almost a full life-size one, I jumped on it. And it was affordable, as most NECA products are. They're not really that expensive. Probably the most expensive that I've seen life-size wise that they're making would be that Slimer that they're doing. So I picked this one up. From what I understand, it's limited to one run. I think that means that they're just going to produce, I don't know, as many as they can for that one time. I'm not too sure. I was looking for the box, but the box was really big, and I put it down at the bottom of all the other boxes, and I just couldn't, without taking everything apart, and I just didn't. Sorry, I didn't want to deal with taking the box apart, but I thought they were limited to a certain production run, and I can't remember. And I tried to look at YouTube, and everyone just mentioned that it was a production run, but they don't say if it was an actual count. So if you know that information, let me know. Put a comment on there so I can add it on to the video. But so here it is. Now NECA is not really known for their paint. Anyone that's gotten any type of NECA products would know that when it comes to paint, they're more missed than hit. And with this one, they did a pretty decent job considering. Like I said, it's an affordable. I think when I bought it, it was about $400. I think I paid for it. And so now I just went online to see what it's going for, and I've seen some for up to $1,000. So not bad, I guess, for this kind of product. You know, if there were just a premium company that high-end collectibles, I'm sure that this would have been a lot more like the Hollywood Collectors Group Slimer. That theirs is I think $1,200 versus the NECA one at $600, I think, is what they're asking for. So I would have loved for the eyes to have been glass. That would have been really fantastically done. But it was an affordable collectible, and I love the fact that it's almost full size. So I'm going to go around here and have you take a look at some of the details of this prop doll, I guess. That's the best way to describe it. So definitely something different than what the other collectible things that I have. Let me get into the better light here and just turn him side profile and pull out so you can see a little better. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this product. It's like I said, it's affordable. It's NECA, so they're not the Toys R Us type of collectible. They're a little bit higher than that, but not at the level of Sideshow or any of the other big companies, high-end collectible companies. With NECA, I'm afraid that you do get, I mean, for it being affordable, you do get that sloppy paint job, and of course it's not done to higher standards, as you can see by a lot of the seams that run across the arms. So definitely you can see the imperfections, and again, for the price, I guess you can just expect that. This right here going towards the back. So that's not too bad, but then you have sections right here. You know, strangely enough, I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's because of the latex is starting to deteriorate. I'm not sure, but that's to be expected on anything that's latex, or not latex. I forget what this is called, but and that's what I was afraid of, that if I buy the Slimer from NECA, that things like that would happen. I would get seams like this. Just I don't know if this is again because I've had it for a while, or that's how, you know, that's the craftsmanship that you would expect for the price. You see seams right here. Just, I mean, I don't know if that could be avoided, but certainly just when you get something like this, you're like, you know, really they could have done a little better, just making those seams more seamless. And right here is really where it really gets worse. I mean, you definitely see the sloppiness of the craftsmanship right here. So that's the one thing I didn't want to take a chance on when it came to Slimer. So I decided to go with the, here's the Stunt Puppet Prop Replica. So, yeah, so I didn't want to take that chance that my Slimer was going to have this sloppy work here. Now again, paint. I used to have the Gremlin, and I sold those, and those were actually worse when it came to the paint. It was really sloppy paint, and again, I didn't pay a lot for them, but still, you know, you're $300 or $400. You want a little bit to have pretty good paint, and I almost giggle every time that I look at the description on their items where it says hand painted, and I just think to myself, hand painted? Did you let a kid hand paint those? Because that's what it looks like. This one's not too bad. It's pretty decent considering. I think the biggest, as far as paint is concerned, you got the eyes. So the eyes are done, you know, they're fine. They're not fantastic, as you can see by the circle here of the eyeball, or I guess the cornea here. That's you know, not circle. There just looks like it was just drawn in, and you know, there wasn't. I guess that's where the hand painted comes, right? So considering, this one's not too bad, except for all those joints, the seams that you see. Another look at some of the eye detail. Bring it to the top here. With mine, and this is what you get if you get a product that's got that's just, yeah, I can't remember, it's not latex, whatever this product is, rubbery, that usually what they use for movies and stuff like that. Of course, this is probably lower grade. The chances of deteriorating, most people say it's going to take a long time, but I guess depending of what it is and where you have it, it could probably start deteriorating a lot faster. So again, I don't know why. I've never noticed this before until just now, so I'm not sure if that's what's actually happening here, or that's how it came. I would think that I would have noticed that before, so maybe it is that's starting to, I guess, fall apart. Although this kind of material is supposed to last you a couple years. The other thing is, if you, it's bendable, but you have to be careful because it's stiff bending, and so mine, when it's sitting on the floor, the finger tended to get propped up from the carpet or wherever it was sitting on. So as you can see, the finger's a lot longer than the uh, the feet. So what it was happening was, I didn't really notice this until I started pushing it up, and with this material, well, you're going to get creases, and in my case, I think my finger almost started to break off, and here's some of the damage from that. So those of you that have this, or maybe you want to buy it for that $1,000 that they have on eBay or Amazon, you have to be careful. So I started putting things on top of, down on the bottom of the feet to lift them up a little bit, so his finger wouldn't be touching the ground and creating this kind of thing. See, let's see if I can get a good picture. So that's it right there. Sorry, the camera moved a lot. So there it is. It's kind of broke off. Already there's a hole there, a crack, and I suspect it was going to get worse, as you can see right there. And that's just from sitting on the ground, and whatever is sitting on it, the finger being lifted up like that, it did that. So one thing to just be aware of when you buy something, I don't know, I mean, this maybe was isolated in that sense, that how they did that, but that's the kind of stuff that you have to be aware of when you buy a prop that is of this material, that you got the deterioration, that you really don't know how long it's going to last, and then you have joints and things like that, that if you bend them even with just a small move, you could easily just start tearing into the body of the prop. So, but all in all, I really like this this prop stunt puppet, I guess what they call it. I don't know why they call it a puppet, because it's not. There's no articulation whatsoever. It's just stiff. So I guess I would have chosen a different word, I think, for that rather than a puppet. So there's no movement at all. Everything's just static. Now I'm really concerned about this because honestly, the head is top heavy, so that's why he kind of leans over a little bit. So the head being heavy and this starting to deteriorate, it's going to start to, I'm afraid that's going to start to kind of break off. So I'm hoping that that won't happen, but I don't know. I guess maybe it will. All right, guys. So if you're planning to pick this up, I've given you some information there about what to expect. At $1,000, if you really want one, you can go online and get one. I was lucky enough to get these when they were $400. They made a different version of it. I think one was with the dress up, that the little girl put the dress on E.T. So that was another version of it, and but I didn't want to get that one. I wanted one without any clothing, so I got this one, and I'm happy with it. I hope it lasts a little longer. I really take care of it. Like I said, I put the things on the bottom so the finger is not being pushed up anymore, and I make sure that's not in any type of direct sunlight because of the material being used. And so anyway, thanks guys for viewing. If you have any questions on this one, please comment or leave your questions under the comment forum, and I will respond to you. Appreciate the viewing, and I'll see you soon.